Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Ultra Instinct Tarot. That one. My name is Andres, and I'll be the one taking care of you for this reading. As always, we'll be receiving the help from these three homies. When I said three homies too, number the 33, you were 33 seconds into the video, so I thought that was kind of cool that I actually even looked at that, because I usually don't look at those things. So 3 threes, a lot of threes, things come in threes. Threes make a pattern. Ultra Instinct. Breakthrough. Nice. 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 I had to say it 3 times apparently. Number 11. Breakthrough. Major Arcana. The predominance of red in this card indicates at a glance that its subject is energy, power, and strength. Those sounds like good words for you, Sagittarius. The brilliant glow emanates from the solar plexus, or center of power on the figure, and the posture is one of exuberance and determination. All of us occasionally reach a point when enough is enough. At such times, it seems we must do something, anything, even if it later turns out to be a mistake, to throw off the burdens and restrictions that are limiting us. If we don't, they threaten to suffocate and cripple our very life energy itself. If you are now feeling that enough is enough, allow yourself to take the risk of shattering the old patterns and limitations that have kept your energy from flowing. In doing so, you will be amazed at the vitality and empowerment this breakthrough can bring to your life. All I'm hearing is All Might saying, I am here. To transform breakdowns into breakthroughs is the whole function of a master. A psychotherapist simply patches you up. That is his function. He is not there to transform you. You need a meta-psychology, the psychology of the Buddhists. So this is getting rid of old patterns. It is the greatest adventure in life to go through a breakdown consciously. It is the greatest risk because there is no guarantee that the breakdown will become a breakthrough. It does become, but these things cannot be guaranteed. Your chaos is very ancient. For many, many lives you have been in chaos. It is thick and dense. It is almost the universe in itself. So when you enter into it with your small capacity, of course there is danger. But without facing this danger, nobody has ever become integrated. Nobody has ever become an individual, indivisible. Zen or meditation is the method which will help you go through the chaos, through the dark night of the soul, balanced, disciplined, and alert. The dawn is not far away, but before you can reach the dawn, the dark night has to be passed through. And as the dawn comes closer, the night will become darker. Oof. As the dawn becomes closer, the night will become darker. Okay, how cool is that? Come on. And it's another major arcana. So these are things that are happening to you. But if you go through them consciously, there will be a breakthrough. Being in the gap can be disorienting and even scary. Nothing to hold on to, no sense of direction, not even a hint of what choices and possibilities might lie ahead. But it was just this state of pure potential that existed before the universe was created. All you can do now is to relax into this nothingness. Fall into the silence between the words. Watch this gap between the ongoing and incoming breath. And treasure each empty moment of the experience. Something sacred is about to be born. In the beginning is nature, and the end is nature. So why in the middle do you make such a fuss? Why in the middle becoming so worried, so anxious, so ambitious? Why create such despair? Nothingness to nothingness is the whole journey. Queen of Swords. Integrity, principles, perceptive, severe, aloof, truth. This is the water of air. This is the queen who is good at emotions, learning how to handle the mind, which is the opposite of emotions. Queen of Swords is gifted with a nimble and perceptive mind. Nothing escapes her notice. She is strict but fair, though her detached and aloof air may intimidate others. For her, honesty above all is important. She always seeks the truth, even if it is painful. Her principles make her a powerful champion for her beliefs. She is guarded, but close friends will find a charming conversationalist. How can we unite logic with feeling? When you have extreme emotions, can you just pause and try to observe them as if observing another person? And the Queen of Swords, mind and heart come together as one. How can you apply logic to your feelings so that you can channel them for the best possible outcome? Face the truth. It is more important than ever to handle things with honesty, openness, and fairness, regardless of how painful it can be. Face up to any difficult truths. Ooh. Queen is facing the king. The King of Pentacles. This is a protector, a provider, principled, traditional, ambitious. This king has always been determined and industrious, even as a child. Now he is a self-made man who has built an empire from his passions. He has learned that wealth cannot buy true happiness, but it can buy freedom, safety, and comfort for himself, his family, employees, and community. He trusts, cares, and pays his workers well. In turn, they are loyal and admire his leadership. This makes a pretty good couple. To grow in all aspects of our lives, we need to feel free to make mistakes, be vulnerable, and take risks. It is difficult to do this in an environment that is harsh and unforgiving. What gives you a feeling of safety? Do you have anyone, maybe a partner or family member, who makes you feel like you'll always be safe? Create a feeling of security. When we are afraid, it can be hard to make the right choices. Consider ways you can make yourself feel safe and protected right now. Use resources wisely. More sword energy. Looks like the Queen of Swords is welcoming this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles that created freedom for himself. And is calling truce. And wants to share this. Looks like there's a truce between these two. We're at the Four which is the sphere of mercy. Mercy is learned in this mind. There's some sort of mercy happening. Alright, my dog has never asked to be pet before while I'm filming a reading, and she even like put her paw on my back to ask for it, so this is kind of weird. Anything for my little dog. Four of Swords. Jupiter in Libra. Which is set as the sphere of Jupiter and serves as a gracious but authoritative host to Jupiter in Libra. Equilibrium and justice are definitely key words for this card, but Crowley tells us that it also brings with it the establishment of dogma and the law concerning it. Swords are weapons, and weapons discharged are designed by virtue of the disciplines of war, not of peace. Kind of truce the Four of Swords monitors is a peace enforced by a threat of violence, and as such will be short-lived. The four swords are arranged as a St. Andrew's cross, suggesting to Crowley fixation and rigidity. Their points meet at the corner of a large rose of 49 petals that Crowley tells us represents social harmony. It is in concord of conformity and compromise, however, that characterizes a culture that would rather blindly surrender to authority than to face the challenges of liberty. Queen of Cups. Okay, cool. So we are treasuring this truce. This coming together for peace instead of war. Queen of Cups is the water of water, water of the emotions. Emotions completely understood for me, for the Queen of Cups. So there is something understood between these two very different people that don't want to fight anymore. There's a breakthrough. Queen of Cups. Her image is of extreme purity and beauty, with infinite subtlety. To see the truth of her is hardly possible, for she reflects the nature of the observer in great perfection. And that reflection is truths. 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 Water of water is tantamount to saying reflection of reflection, or mirror to mirror. The Queen of Cups is popular and makes friends easily because when others look at her, they see only themselves. Crowley tells us that she is the perfect agent and patient, able to receive and transmit everything without herself being affected thereby. To liberals, she looks like a liberal. To conservatives, she looks like a conservative, when in truth she may be neither. She is nothing. If ill-dignified, she can be dangerous and cruel, distorting the reflections she casts back on her unsuspecting victims, who then can only see monsters in the mirror. So this looks like is a reflection of this. There's a contradiction that kept happening, or a fight somehow, when in all seriousness, this is what we all really are. And you figure that out when you don't want to fight anymore. You want a truth. And the only thing left is who you want to be. The reflection. knowing you are this one, but you can play as either now. You don't have to be so stuck on one or the other. You're playing. You use what you need when you need it. They start working together when they're understood. The upside down cards are some of my favorite ones in the deck. Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing. Nice. Dwight Schrute as manager. This guy's been coming up a lot for people. Don't give up on your dreams. Dwight Schrute is manager. Your dream is right in your face. You did it. You finally did it. You finally did it. Dwight even left under Mifflin when he thought he wouldn't be manager anymore, and look at him now. Who would have thought? And while you're living that dream, become the manager of yourself. Take control of that human vessel and watch it do wonders. Be who you've always wanted to be. Stand up, be proud, and say, Dwight Schrute is manager.